Hi, and welcome to Cash and Coins. Today I've got a really interesting video. It's my expert tips on buying from online dealers. Hi, so today I'm going to talk about my how-to for buying silver and gold from online dealers and from government mints. Well, let's get into it. First, I'd like to say thank you for joining me on this episode of Cash and Coins. As I said, this is my how-to video for buying at the best prices from online dealers. I will give a list of many dealers in the description if you want to try some of these tips. Online shopping has made so many things so easy for so many people to buy, and the competition is fierce. This is good for us as buyers. I'll show you some actual deals that I've made. Well, let me show you this recent purchase of this Gold Britannia 2021. It was selling for $216 for a 1/10 ounce gold coin. I got it for $202. How? I got it using eBucks. So that's my tip number one. I think I'm going to do 8 tips. Hopefully I don't lose my place. So all you have to do is go to eBay, sign up for eBucks, and voila, you're going to get a discount. Now, I'm not sponsored for any of these companies. Just want to get that out of the way too, and I'm not a financial advisor. All right, let's go on to tip number 2, government mints. All right, well, as far as government mints, if you like collectible stuff or you don't trust any of the online private dealers at all, you can buy directly from the government mints. Now, they don't really sell at a discount, and they don't really sell bullion. They sell collector pieces mainly, like the recent American Silver Eagle with the V75 Privy mark. Here's the selling price, and see the current price on eBay. Yeah, so you can buy from the governments for flipping. Government mints are usually very expensive. So yes, they are not for stacking. Flipping, yes, sometimes. Like I just showed you, it depends. But stacking, no. And as I said, government mints don't really sell bullion. That's where you're going to go to your local LCS, or you're going to go to the online dealers that I'm going to discuss here in a minute. Well, you can go to the government mints like the Royal Canadian Mint or the US Mint. Put your email on their mailing list, and then you'll start getting the tons of updates and emails full of offers and sometimes deals and discounts. So this will be my expert tip number 3. Set up a separate email address that is only for coin purchases for online dealers so that you don't get all that spam with your regular email. That's what I do. Keeps it organized, and it's great. Love it that way. Now, if you're a collector or a content creator like I am, you can get updates as to what's coming out and be the first one to show off a coin if you're into that kind of stuff. You don't have to just work on these 2 government mints too, by the way. You don't just have to do the US Mint and the Canadian Mint. I guess I should have said this earlier. You could go to the Perth Mint of Australia, the Royal Mint of the UK, Casa de Moneda in Spain, I believe it is, the South African Mint, and yes, just about every country. I'm not going to say all of them. Well, here's a list from Wikipedia. I'll scroll down a little quickly through here, and I'll leave a link in the description so you can see all these different mints and see how many you can put your email on. I know the Singapore Mint, they really have some interesting things there. All right, going on to tip number 4. So this is another interesting tip. There are mints that make coins, but they are privately owned companies. These companies make or mint government sovereign coins like the Scottsdale Mint, Pobjoy Mint, and the New Zealand Mint. Yes, that's an expert tip there. The New Zealand Mint is not government owned. It's a privately owned company. Now, some of you might have already known this, but I'm still including it as my expert tips. Now, let's go on to tip number 5, the online dealers. The big boys, as I call them, the big online dealers. Of course, the loved and the hated by many AppMechs. Starting with AppMech, because letter A is first. AppMech has a lot of cool features too. let's say you can actually store the inventory of the gold and silver that you buy on their website. You can log in and create a little account on there, and they'll tell you what the value of the coin is and how much you can put in, how much you paid for it, so you can see the prices go up. I think that's a really cool feature that AppMech have. Now, there's some other pros to AppMech. For me, they're really fast, they're really big, and they're pretty helpful. Anytime I've had a trouble with AppMech, I just call them and they resolve it. They do have a big selection of both numismatic or collectible coins and bullion coins. They are a little bit more expensive, but I think you pay for the better service. Not saying that the other services are worse, but I'm just saying. And I do want to say that most of the dealerships that I'm talking about offer the same collectible and bullion coins. So let's go on next to the next dealer, JM Bullion. Now, they have the military discounts, like I mentioned in the past, and I love that. Being a veteran, I love getting the discount. And they also own Provident metals, and their prices on both sides are pretty similar. Then you have SD Bullion. They're the big guys with the big discounts. They usually sell at a lower price than everyone else. Not always, but they often do. So that comes on to my tip number 6. Take a look at deals on all the big dealer sites and the smaller dealers. This is a small list of major dealers where you can purchase bullion and collectible coins, and I will put all of these down in the description. You can add in the comments some dealers that you use that I might have missed, and let's help everyone out. I think I'm on tip number 7. Expert tip number 7, I should say. Always check for the BBB rating, for the Better Business Bureau rating. Make sure that they are a member of the Better Business Bureau. That'll save you a lot of trouble too. Now, as I was saying, it is important to shop around. You can find the best prices this way, but you can also find coins that might have not been listed on any of the sites that you frequent. Trust me, it pays to look. I can find coins that are sold out everywhere, but at one of these smaller companies, like for example, Golden Eagle coins, they will have them, maybe even 50 of them. I see things like this, especially when I'm in my fear of missing out phase, FOMO. Yeah, I get those too. I do have my email address shared with all these companies, and they do offer me flash deals all the time. They want our business. So it's very competitive, and that is a great advantage for all of us as shoppers. If you have the time to research, you can find what you like for up to $10 less on one site than the other. Let's take a quick look right now. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, January 24th, I believe. Let's look at the 1 ounce Britannia. The price range is from $1,965 to $1,941. Buying one coin using cash or a check. I'm not talking about Bitcoin or credit cards because it costs you more that way. So you look here, there's a $24 difference from one company to the next. Heck, that's about the price of 1 ounce of silver. I hope these little tips help you out when you want to maximize your savings and finding coins that you want. Let me go on to my final tip, my expert tip number 8. I have all of the major dealers and mints bookmarked on my computer, and I have them on a spreadsheet so I can easily click on them without too much typing. If I'm looking for one thing, let's say the Britannias, like we talked about earlier, I'll just go through the Britannias on each one of those sites, see who has the best price, and that's where I'll buy it from. If I save 50 cents, that's great. Well, those are my expert tips, and I really do hope they helped you out. And I want to tell you thank you for watching Cash and Coins. I hope you were able to get a little new information. And I do want to thank all of you for your support. If you're new here, I hope you hit that subscribe, hit the like button, share this video or share the tips. And as I always say, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.